So, in Bihar, India, a really important law was passed to protect millions of gig workers. But here's the thing, how do you take a promise like that and actually make it real? Today, we're going to dive into the incredibly detailed blueprint designed to close that gap, the gap between a law on paper and real, everyday fairness for workers on the ground. So, here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with the big promise of this law and, the massive challenges it's up against. Then we'll get into the strategy for spreading the word, making sure no worker gets left behind and building the entire support system to make it all happen. And finally, we'll look at why this whole thing could be a model for the future. You've got this historic law that promises registration, social security, a way to handle disputes for a huge workforce. I mean, it sounds perfect. But turning that promise into a reality means you have to tackle three major real-world hurdles first. And here they are, the three core challenges. First up, the digital divide. A lot of workers just don't have the digital skills or even the internet to use online services. Second, there's the awareness gap. I mean, most workers don't even know these new rights exist. And finally, barriers to access, which make it super difficult to get help, even if you do know about the law. And just look at what that digital divide actually looks like in numbers. We're talking about a situation where basically half the rural population isn't comfortable with smartphones. And get this, 65% of workers have never ever used a government app. This isn't just a small gap, it's a massive chasm that the plan has to find a way to cross. So how do you fix that awareness gap? Well, you can't just throw up a website and hope for the best. That's not going to cut it. This blueprint lays out a really comprehensive 5-channel strategy to make sure the message gets to every single worker. And the strategy is super smart because it hits from all sides. They're using 1,500 community volunteers for face-to-face mobilization, huge mass media campaigns, content in local languages for WhatsApp, and they're partnering with companies and unions. They even hold these big community events called melas, all to hit their target of reaching 80% of the entire workforce. And this isn't just a vague idea. The whole campaign is meticulously planned out. We're talking daily TV commercials, radio jingles in local dialects, and even slides that play in movie theaters. They've thought about every possible way to make sure the message actually gets through. Okay, so awareness is the first step. But what happens next? How do you make sure that every single worker, no matter how remote or how digitally inexperienced they are, can actually register and get their benefits? That's where bridging that access gap comes in. The entire access strategy is built on this one powerful core principle: no worker left behind. And what that really means is that every single point of contact, whether it's a person or an app, has to provide the full service, not just hand out a pamphlet. And to make that principle a reality, the plan sets up this incredible 6-layer safety net. It's a hybrid model, right? It combines high-tech stuff like a mobile app with trusted old-school offline systems like post offices, community centers, and a whole network of local resource people. And to really solve that last-mile problem, they're rolling out a fleet of 38 mobile registration vans, one for every single district. These are basically offices on wheels, bringing everything, registration services, biometric scanners, even ID card printers, directly to the most remote villages. And even the high-tech solution is designed with everyone in mind. The mobile app has voice navigation in 5 different languages, it can auto-read verification codes, and it uses really simple icons. The whole goal is to make a complicated process take less than 5 minutes, even for someone with low literacy. It's brilliant. Now, a plan this ambitious needs a really strong support system. It's not just about vans and apps, right? It's about the people and the organization that make it all run. So let's take a look at the engine that's structured to deliver on all these promises. The support agency is built on these 4 pillars, and they provide complete end-to-end help. So it's not just about getting an ID card and you're done. No, it's about helping workers enroll in pension schemes, helping them resolve disputes with platforms, and even providing training on financial and digital literacy. It's a truly holistic support model. The scale of this operation is, well, it's huge. It's going to take over 1,600 dedicated people. And what's really key here is that 1,500 of them are community resource persons. These are trusted, local guides who will be the human connection for this whole project in every single community. If you look at how the budget is broken down, it tells you a lot. Out of the 55 crore rupee annual budget, which is about 550 million rupees, a full 45% of that is going straight to personnel. That shows a really clear strategy. They're investing in the people on the ground who are going to make this plan. But how are they going to measure success? I mean, a good plan has to have clear goals. So this blueprint sets some really ambitious, measurable targets right from day one to track progress and make sure everyone's accountable. The first big goal is all about scale. The target is to get 350,000 gig workers registered within 2 years. And that registration is the absolute crucial first step to getting access to all the other benefits and protections. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about real, effective support. The plan aims to resolve 85% of all worker complaints within 30 days. That shows a serious commitment to a grievance system that's fast, effective, and actually reliable. The plan is also really honest about the key factors for its success. It admits that a great blueprint isn't enough on its own. It's going to need sustained political commitment, skilled administrators, stable funding, technology that actually works, and real cooperation from platforms, unions, and everyone involved. This quote from the report's conclusion really just nails the ultimate vision. The goal isn't just to solve a problem in Bihar. It's to create a model that can be replicated, something that proves that protecting gig workers and having inclusive growth can be a reality, not just a policy ambition. So that leaves us with a really powerful question. This isn't just a plan for one state in India. The challenges it's tackling, the digital divide, awareness gaps, barriers to access, these are problems felt by gig workers all over the world. Could this be the blueprint for a fairer gig economy, not just in Bihar, but everywhere?